पूछने वाला था। Shall we start the session? Start the session. 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 Okay. Last class we had started OOPS concepts, na? So OOPS means object-oriented programming concepts. Okay, object-oriented programming concepts. Okay, what are those object-oriented concepts or principles you can able to call object-oriented principles? Okay, what are the object-oriented principles? In the last class we are seeing class, object, method, inheritance, polymorphism. These are the things we are seeing now. Yes or no? These are the things we are seeing. So in that one, what are the OOPS concepts we are seeing? Class, object, method, and just we are seeing the what are those things we are seeing? Just a definition of inheritance, polymorphism, encapsulation, and abstraction. Okay, encapsulation and abstraction. So right now we will see 23. Okay, today we'll see what are the things we need to cover right now. What is the difference between object-oriented programming principles and procedure-oriented programming language? Right now we will see what is the object-oriented and next one is we'll see procedure. Procedure-oriented programming. What is the difference between everybody following or not? Oh, why only 14 members? Try to join fast. So what are the differences we're having?
There is no link in group, sir. That's why I think no one is
Same
joining.
group, same link.
I think they did not post today. That's why no one is joining.
Okay, you can post, no problem. Same link. Okay. We'll wait for 2 or 3 minutes. You can post in a group. We'll wait for 2 to 5 minutes. Okay. 7, 9, 7:15 we'll start. Okay. Try to post in a group. You are having authority to post?
No, sir. Only admins can post, sir.
Okay, I'll inform. Wait a minute. Okay.
Sir, actually, we did not get that material also, sir.
I'm already forwarded to ma'am. I think ma'am forgot. I will inform right now. Okay. That one also. Okay, you can join slowly. I will start. First one, what is object oriented programming language will do? Okay, object oriented programming language. Object oriented programming is the problem solving approach and used where computation is done. Computation, okay, is done by using objects. That means whatever the operations if you want to perform, those operations you are performing by using the objects that you are going to call object oriented programming language. Okay, object oriented oriented programming is the problem solving approach. Okay, object oriented is the problem solving approach. Okay, problem solving approach. Okay, and used where computation where computation is done where computation is where computation is done by using objects using objects. Okay, that means whenever we are using objects to give the solution for that one, that is we are going to use which one object oriented programming approach. What about procedure? Procedure programming. Procedure programming uses list of instruction to do computation step by step. Okay, what are the instructions you are having? Those are used to do step by step process. Okay, one work it can able to do step by step process. Okay, got the point everyone? A procedure programming uses a list of instructions of instructions. Okay, uses list of instructions list of instructions. Okay, list of instructions. Those to do which one? Computation. Computation. How? Step by step. Step by step we are doing. That is the procedure oriented and simple. It makes object oriented makes development very easy. It makes development easy. It makes development easy. Okay, but it will take critical. But that means it is not easy to maintain. Maintain which one? Maintain the code when the project becomes lengthy. When the projects becomes lengthy. That means the code whenever you are writing it is going to increase. Okay, that is the problem with the procedure oriented and it will object oriented will simulate the real world entity. Okay, that means any real world entity problems, that means any real world problems can be solved very easily. Real world problems you can able to solve very easily. Okay, real world problems you can able to solve very easily through which one? object OOPS concept. Through OOPS concept. Okay. It simulates the real world entity. That means real world problems can easily solve. Real world problems can easily solved. Okay, easily solved. Wait a minute. Sorry. Here we can able to solve the real world problems very easily by using OOPS concept. Whatever the object oriented programming language principles you are having, by using those principles you can able to solve the problems very easily. But here by using the procedure oriented we are unable to simulate. We are unable to simulate. Got the point? We are unable to simulate. That is the thing we need to remember. Okay, we are unable to. We need to remember that one. We need to remember that one. Everyone got the point? Okay, that means it doesn't simulate real world entity. Doesn't simulate real world entity. That's why it makes a step by step instruction, and it will divide the functions and it will take much more time. Okay, it are unable to simulate now, so that's why it will work is a very lengthy work it is having. Okay, so we need to understand. Next one is one more important thing is in this one we are having abstraction now. So abstraction is it is going to hide the implementation details. Only necessary details only we are showing. So in this one also we are having the security. Security, that means it provides data hiding. It provides data hiding with which one? It provides data hiding. Which one? With the abstraction. So we are having more security. So it is more secure. So it is more secure than procedure oriented. That we need no need to write than procedure oriented. And procedure oriented. Okay, that you need to understand. So we can't access those private data from anywhere. We are unable to access that private data from anywhere. That is not at all possible. That we need to know. Here a procedure oriented doesn't having any proper way of data hiding, so it having less security. So it having less security. That we need to understand. Okay, that we need to understand. Okay, so we need to write that one. There is no way. There is no proper way to hide the data. So it is having a less security. So it is less. So it is less secure. It is less secure. And one more advantage is in this example, object-oriented programming language, C, Java, .NET, these all are having. But what are the procedure-oriented examples are having? Very less. C, Fortran, Pascal, VB, very less are having. But any real-world problems we want to solve, which one we are going to choose? Object-oriented programming language only we are going to choose. Object-oriented programming language. Okay, examples. We'll see examples. So number of we are having, that is C++ and Java and .NET and number of even Python also. Okay, here we are having very less and old one only having procedure oriented. After that procedure oriented only we are moving to the object oriented. So which one is better? Object oriented is the latest one, always it will be better. Okay, examples if you want to take okay, what are those? C, Fortran, Fortran. Next Pascal, Pascal, VB. Okay, VB. Okay, these are all the things we need to. Got the point? These all the things comes under which one? Procedure oriented. So we will see right now how class and objects in Python. Yesterday we are not seen with perfect example. Right now we will see with perfect example. Okay, class and object in Python. Those are most important now. So suppose a class is a prototype. Example, if you are taking, basically one class is a prototype. Class is a prototype of building. Okay, class is a prototype of building. That building contains all the details about a floor, room, door, windows. That means etc. Complete information is available. Example, I'm taking class is prototype of building means in that inside the building contains all the details. Na, then we can make as a many buildings as we want based on these details. Yes or no? Suppose we are having how to construct one house, then you can able to construct any type of house. Then you can able to change the model only. Yes or no? Then you can able to change the model only. Yes or no? Building. A building contains a building contains all the details. Okay, all the details about how many floors, rooms, doors, windows, etc. So number of what are the things are having, those all comes under which one? Building only na. So here we can make based on that one what we can able to do. We can make a number of buildings. We can make number of buildings. We can make number of buildings as we want. Yes or no? How we want, we can able to build the number of buildings by having, why? Because we're having the prototype of that building, how to build that one. Yes or no? That is the thing. This is the one way if you want to say. In another way if you want to say, that is on the other hand we can able to say other way. Other way is the object is the instance of the class. That is everybody is saying object is instance of a class. Object is instance of a class. That means the process of creating an object can be called instantiation. Okay, got the point? Got the point? The process Process of creating an object. Process of creating object can be called instantiation. Instantiation. That means it can able to call. Okay, this is the another way. So some other people are discussing creating a class and object in Python. We can also discuss a number of ways. Right now we will see how to create the class in Python. Okay, how to create a class in Python. How we can able to create the class in Python? How we can able to create the class in Python? Anyone? How we can able to create the class? Already we are seen. For that one, we need a keyword was class. Keyword was class and class name. And naming conventions, I think we have not discussed in any programming language. Same naming conventions we are having. If you want, we will discuss how we can able to write the class name, how we can able to write the package name, how we can able to write the yes or no variable name, how we can able to write the constant name. Do you aware of that one? Aware of that one? Yes or no? You people aware of how to declare all those? That means the naming conventions, how to declare a class, how to declare a variable, how to declare like that you can able to. Yes or no?
Once revised, we forgot.
Okay, I'll discuss right now. Okay, we'll see that one is the most important. Not only this one, in every programming language, any object-oriented programming language, this is the most important one. And I'll tell you all those. First one is in a program procedure will go. First line of the program, modular library you are having now. Yes or no? Package. Package. How to write the package we need to know. After that one, how to write the class name. Okay, package name, class name, and next inside the class we are having variables name, yes or no, and method name, method name, yes or no. Next constant name, any name we forgot. These only na. These are the main things. So how we can able to declare the class package name? All letters are small. Yes or no? All letters are small. Package name. Day before you have written the program na import OS module. OS dot rename. OS dot remove. These all you have done na. That is the package. How we can able to write is the all letters are small. And class name. Each and every word starting letter is capital. That means for predefined predefined classes. Here we need to observe one thing is convention means it's not a rule. It's a rule for existing one. It a rule for existing one. If you want to create user defined one, no need. It is a user defined class we are creating. If you are giving a small name also, nothing will happen. If it is a not a user defined predefined class, must and should we need to take the capital letter. Okay, got the point everyone? Got the point everyone? All letters are small. All letters are small, but in this one you can able to take small capital also. Already we are having some rules in a variable na, how to write a variable and how to declare a variable rules are having in first or second class we are discussing na. Yes or no? In first or second class we are discussed what are the rules to declare the variable name. Don't use the special characters, don't use the space, like that all small. If one word having, suppose more than one word having, then second word onwards, every word starting letter is capital. Second word onwards, every word starting letter is capital. Got the point? Then second word onwards, every word here for everyone will take example better. Example. What are the example? Example. OS. Yes or no? Import OS. That is a small. Here, what are the classes are having predefined? Anyone? What are the predefined classes you know in Python? Any class you know in Python? Yes sir, no? Tell me anyone, no problem. If you know, you can tell me yes sir. If you don't know, you can tell me no sir. Okay.
No, sir.
Okay. I'll tell you some built-in classes. Okay. We'll take some built-in classes. Like whenever we are considering any library or module, in that one, we are having every class having the, sorry, every module or library having the class. Okay, every library module having the classes. Yes or no? What are those example? We will take some classes. Okay, we'll take some classes. Predefined class. What are the predefined class we are having? Suppose I'm going to take one library or module, that is pandas. I'm going to take one library or module. Directly you can able to search in Google also. We can able to get here pandas, library classes. This is the API of pandas you can able to take. What are the classes are having here? Pickling, Excel, JSON, like that. Number of these are inputs, but predefined. These all are the classes only. Here, data frame is one class. Okay, data frame. In the data frame, what are the objects having? Index is one object, columns is one object, data type is one object, values is one object. Yes or no? And series is one class. Inside the series, what you are having? These all are the objects you are having. Class dot object. Then you can able to take. Okay. Okay. Like that, you are having so many. Here I'm going to take one of the class is data frame. Here we can able to observe two things are having every word starting letter is capital. Data frame. D capital, F capital. Yes or no? Every word starting letter is capital. Okay, predefined class. Okay, predefined class. Okay, like variables. Variables, starting letter is capital. Capital. Don't talk. Okay, a series. You are having a series, etc. So don't talk, etc. Like that. Suppose user defined class means you can able to take your own name. For user defined class, we can able to take your own name. Nothing will happen. Nothing will happen. Okay. Got the point? Nothing will happen. So here next variable name. Already we have discussed so many. A equal to 10. If you're having one word, no problem. But I'm having the number of words. Having the number of words. Okay. Number of words. At the time, how we can able to? How we can able to? That is the thing we need to know. Yes or no? How we can able to? Suppose here I'm going to take student or number, roll number. Here you are having roll number 101. That's fine. But here I'm going to take student name. Student name. At that time you can able to take second word onwards. You can able to take every starting letter is capital. Every word starting letter is capital. Okay, that is the thing you are discussing right now. And the method name. Same will applicable for method name also. Same will applicable for method name also. Okay. Same will applicable for method name also. Okay. Got the point? Everyone having doubt? Understood or not? Understood or not? Okay. Same will applicable, sir. How we can able to differentiate, sir? This one also same. All the letters are small if one word is having. Suppose more than one word is having second word onwards, every word starting letter is capital. Okay. It is for predefined method or function. It is for predefined method or function. Suppose you are taking the user defined function, that's your wish. All are small also, nothing will happen. Okay, so you are taking add function. You can take all small. Suppose I'm having add two numbers. But easy to understand by everyone, every programmer, every programmer understanding purpose. Better to take every word, second word onwards, every word starting number is capital. Okay, like that we need to. Okay, like that we need to. Got the point, everyone? Got the point, everyone? Okay, got the point, everyone? Suppose predefined means there is no way. There is no way of changing that one. But we are having our own user defined function means you can able to mention small letters or capital letter. But everyone has to understood our program also. At that time, must should we need to use which one? Okay, must should which one? Every word second word onwards. All the
So
small one word. If more than one word is having, that should be capital letter of every word starting letter of from second word. Okay, and constant name. Simple, you can easily remember. All are which one? Capital letters. All are capital letters, then it is the constant. Anything you are having doubt? These all are
yes,
the
yes,
naming
come on.
conventions. Yes, sir. Yes. Naming conventions. Convention means for predefined one must and should we need to follow. User defined you can able to change, no problem. But how predefined is available in the same way you are writing code means everybody, that is the programming standard we need to follow. Everybody can able to understand our program also, and we can also understand other program also. In a single word, if you want to say what is the use of naming conventions are means it will increase the readability of the program. It will increase the readability of the program, that we need to understand. It will increase the readability of the program. Okay, got the point, everyone? It will increase the readability of the program. And here how we are going to define that, create a class in Python. We'll see this one right now. How we can able to, these are the naming convention concept. In this naming conventions you are having doubt, you can ask me. How means we need one keyword class with the class name that I said na, class every word starting letter is capital, and we need to give indentation space of 4, and we need to write the code, and here we can able to write the whatever the code we are having. So I'm going to take one example where you can able to write. Ideally I'm going to open, and I'm going to take one new file. Here I'm going to type my program. Here I'm going to take a class. I'm going to take employee. Yesterday also we are taken a colon. Inside I'm going to pass two parameters. ID is 101. ID means number na 101. Okay. ID is 101. 1 minute. Okay. Here ID is one variable I'm taking, and I'm taking one more variable is name. I'm going to take my name, and I'm going to take one function def, that is display. Display. Display is the function I'm taking. I'm taking one keyword is self. What is the use of that one? I'll update you right now. Okay. We are going to commonly use in inheritance. Okay, right now I'll tell you. I need to call that self dot id comma self dot name. I'm going to call those. I need to print those. Okay, this is the thing I'm going to take. So here I'm going to save the program in desktop 7 to 9 p.m. class program. Okay, then we will run. I'm passed those. Here, what is the here self? Print of self dot id self dot name. Yes, I passed those two. What is the problem? It is not going to print. Here self parameter is used to refer the current instance of the class, and we can able to access the which one variables of current class. Right now we are in which class? We are in an employee class. We are in which class? Employee class. From that employee class, here I want to take those employee class parameters. Employee class parameters, that means variables. What are those variables? ID and name are the two variables we are having. ID and name are the two variables we are having. By using those two variables, we can able to take which one? Self keyword. You can able to call those variables in the same class. Okay, in the same class we can able to take. Same class we can able to take. Okay, self dot id, here id are taken, and self dot name also we are taken. Okay, I'm saved the program also. Here a print print is also correct. Anywhere you have done the mistake? No, na? Then why it is not printing? There is no error also. class, CLSS class, employee, any name you can able to take, no problem. No problem. And we taken function was the display. Inside the display, we are passing one keyword was self. Okay, that self is used to refer the current instance of the class and accessing the class variables. Okay, they can you can use anything instead of self. That means I don't want self, sir. You can able to use another one also. Okay, that means I want to use a VV. Here instead of self, we need to use VV. Not only why only self means for easy understanding purpose in the self means in the same class. Self means in the same class it will take. Okay, we will see that is optional one to take the call. Okay, optional one you can able to take the call. Here how we can able to create object instance. Object instance we will see how to create object in Python. That means how we can able to create the instance of a class. Instance of a class. How we can able to same the class need to we're having the object equal to that means some reference variable we need to take and we need to perform. In the same class we will take but here for printing last time we are unable to print the why it is not going to print means we need to call that function why it is not just we are created the class. Okay, correct, only we are not created the class but here we are not call that which one function, just we are created the function where you are call that function, we are not yet call the function. In the same program I'm going to create which one some reference variable emp equal to employee. Okay, employee, I'm going to take that one. Then you can able to by using the object reference, we can able to call that one. We can able to call that function. Then only it can able to work. Okay, then only it can able to work. Right now it is going to display. Yes or no? Why last just we created the class, we're not able to call those. Okay, created a class and created one method but where this method was called then how we, by creating the instance of a class then you can able to call the how many functions we are having those all you can able to call not only one. Here I'm taking one, not only one sir, I'm having 10 20 100 1 lakh also we can create and we can call, no problem with that one. That is the we can sir we can able to delete the object. That is possible with the Python. We can delete the properties of the object or object itself by using the delete keyword. Okay, that one also we'll see right now. Then we'll get clarified. In other programming language, this option is not available. Okay, delete the object. Delete the object. How we can able to delete that object? Right now we can see how we can able to delete that object. Okay. So we can delete which one? The properties. Properties of object. We can delete the properties of the object. Properties of the object are object. Both is possible. You can able to delete the properties of object or object itself by using the which one? DEL. Already we are having one keyword na DEL keyword. For a variable deleting only we are using. No, we can also delete by using which one? Which one? For deleting which one? Object also. Here last time we had created this one. Up to that one is fine. Before going to display, I'm going to delete one. Which one? DL EMP dot ID. That is the property I'm trying to delete. Then I'm trying to delete the EMP also. What is that EMP? EMP is the instance of the class, that is object. Yes or no? We can delete the variables. We can delete the which one? Total object also. So first we'll delete only the which one? Properties will delete. Then ID is not having attribute ID. Okay, got the point? Then when you're calling that one, it is saying not having. Yes or no? So I'm going to delete EMP also. EMP also. I'm trying to delete the employee object, that is EMP. EMP dot ID.
Sir, you remove the display, sir. Last one.
Display. It's not displaying. You're unable to see the screen. Repeat again.
I'm saying that there is error, no, sir. We can remove last line, then we can get answer.
That is the thing. It is showing not how we can able to know it's deleted or not. If that one is deleted, then only it unable to display. Yes or no? How we can able to know that one is deleted or not? Got
Yes,
the
sir.
point?
Understood. Yes,
For
sir.
that
Understood.
purpose only I was kept that one. Okay. If I suppose this line is not available, it was executed or not, how the output of this program is the error. Why? Because we are created object, sorry, variables. That is the properties also we can call, and we are having one function or method is display. Okay. Whenever we are created the object, by using the object, you can able to call the function or method. But here we are having one of the option is available. We can able to delete the properties of the object, or directly we can able to delete the object. For that purpose, I am using the keyword was del, delete. Yes or no? Delete. So whenever I deleted, we're trying to print, it doesn't work now. So whenever we're calling this function, it doesn't work. Yes or no? We'll see this one. Then we will run. Name EMP is not defined. Why? Because that one is not available. Why? Because it was deleted. That is the output for our project. Okay. Not project, this program. This is the way you need to understand. That also the deleting object is possible. The deleting object is possible in a Python. Okay, that option also available. That is what I want to say. And next, we are going to discuss one of the concept is constructor. I will listen the word constructor. 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 Python constructor. What is meant by constructor? Simple constructor is also a special type of method. How it is in Java, same in Python. How it is in Java, how it is in C++, in the same way in Python. There is no difference. Okay, if any difference, we'll discuss right now. A constructor is a special type of method or function which is used to initialize the instance members of the class. Okay, instance members of the class, that we need to understand. Okay, a constructor a constructor a constructor is a special type of method. Special type of method which is which purpose? Sir, already we are having the method now. Why again this one is here? That is the most important one we need to know. Suppose whenever we are having the arguments or parameters, if you're not assigning any values, the constructor will assign the values. Constructor will assign the values. Whenever we are having the default constructor, for the default constructor having, it can able to assign the default values. It can able to assign the default values. Okay, got the point? Default values. Got the point? Default values. Everyone got the point? We'll see one example, then you can understand easily. Then you can understand easily. Okay, got the point? Okay, everyone. Okay, so here constructor. Constructor is a special type of method. What is the use of this one? It will assign the default for easy understanding. Okay, which is okay, which is used to 1 minute. Constructor is a special type of method which is used to initialize. Initialize the instance members. Instance members are variables, both are same. Okay, instance members of the class. That means any variables are having, for that variables we can able to assign the default values. Okay, same how we are going to assign the values in the, how we can able to assign the values in the other programming languages, in the same here also, like in C++. Why? Because it is object oriented. Java is also object oriented. Okay, the constructor, how it is working. Constructor has same name as it's a class. That means whenever you are created the object, this is the constructor. Whenever you are created the object, at that time constructor will create the, like, that means whatever the class name it is having, constructor name also same. Okay, but it treats constructor differently in Python. Differently in Python. We'll see how that one. Okay. Okay. We'll see that one in Python. How it can created. It is used to create an object. It is used to create an object. Used to create an object. Used to create an object. Okay. Create an object. Here the constructor can be of two types. In other programming languages also two types, here also two types. No problem at all. Okay, no problem at all. Okay, constructors constructors are of two types. Constructor are of two types. First one is parameterized constructor. And the second one is non-parameterized default constructor also we can able to call non-parameter, non-parameterized, non-parameterized, non-parameterized constructor, parameterized constructor and non-parameterized constructor, or you can able to call or default. Default. Okay, or default. So how we can able to create the constructor? So simple, nothing is there. Whenever we created the object, that is a default constructor. When created the constructor, that is a default constructor. Here we can able to take one function, number of functions also we can able to take. If you want more also we can able to take. Right now I'm going to take one program to understand how we can able to create the constructor. That is parameterized constructor only we will take. Okay, parameterized constructor only we can able to take. So right now I'm going to choose that one write a program. I want to write a program. Here I'm taking same class I'm going to take and two parameters. Here we're having, if you want to take any one function, if you want to take, or otherwise you don't want, that's your wish, your wish. Okay, but here I don't want to pass the parameters. I don't want to pass the parameters. That is, I want to take one function, that is init I am going to take. Init I am going to take. Here self keyword I'm taking, any keyword you can take, nothing will happen. Like VV also. VV also we can take, nothing will happen. So I'm going to take VV, comma. Here I'm going to take to name and ID. ID, comma, name. Name or ID, comma, name. Anything you can able to take. Okay. Name, comma, ID, comma, name. Anything you can able to take. And here I'm going
Sir,
to take SS.
actually, this functions methods is concerned. But a little bit not understand. This
Functions.
definite this
SS.
methods this method somewhat little bit confusion is this. Will you explain once again this?
Methods.
Little bit we have confusion, sir. We're not able to understand this. Before
Nothing is there.
programs use.
Here I'll tell you. Simple. Here I'm going to create a constructor. For creating a constructor, we are taking one method is init. What is the use of that init is it will simulate the constructor of the class. What it will do? Constructor of the class. That means this method is called when the class is instantiated. When the class is initiated, then that method will be called. At that time here self keyword you can take or VV. That keyword is as a first argument which allows accessing the attributes or methods of the class. In the same class we are having methods or variables we are having, you can able to call those. Okay, here I'm taking VV dot, what are the ID equal to total, I'm going to mention ID, and VV dot name equal to name. Just here I'm not going to pass any value. Here I'm not going to pass any value. Where I'm going to pass the value? When I'm created the object, at that time I'm going to call those values. At that time I'm going to call those values. That means here this is the constructor. Here we need to pass the value 101 is the first employee and name is Venkat. How many objects if you want you can able to call, that is emp1, one object I am created, another object I am creating emp1, same employee of 102 Ram. That is I need to take is a string now. Here only I'm called first one. In the same way I'm going to call the second one. In the second one emp1 dot display. Okay, here employee, first employee details in emp, second employee details in emp1. No sir, I want name 1 2 like that. If you want 1 2, here one employee 1 details are having in emp1, employee 2 details are having emp2. Okay, two things we are having. Then run emplo employee. Okay, last time you have deleted the object. Okay, just now we have created another object now. emp1 emp takes no arguments. Why? Because here we are having two arguments now. vv is id is also some okay predefined variable maybe. We'll take id is a to know the memory location we are using id na, so that's why I don't use as a keyword. Here I'm going to emp id. Okay, emp id emp id emp id. Okay, like this you can able to take. Employee 1 employee takes no arguments. Why it has no arguments? Here we are passing two arguments na. Init is having where we are called that init. Yes, we are initialized those using one function. That is no problem. Then we are printing that id and name. Okay, we are printing that id and name. I'm mentioning id and name as a 2. No problem. And we are calling the display method inside the display. Okay, what are the things? 101 Venkat, 102 Ram. Employee class is having VV EMPID, name is fine. VV dot EMPID equal to EMPID, name equal to name, that's fine. Display function we are having inside the display, same class functions or methods if you want to call. At that time we need to use any one keyword like self. Here I'm mentioning the VV keyword, like I'm mentioning the VV keyword. Then I'm calling those to print off. I'm going to take in a separate, no problem, a separate or same brackets, nothing will happen. I want to print those two, VV dot name, VV dot. Okay, line 7, line 8. Here two, if I'm not passing any parameters, it will take default values now. What are the default values will display? If I'm not giving any parameters, employee object not having any attributes, empid. Yes, empid we are having object having no attribute. We need to pass the attributes. When you pass the attributes, what will happen? 101. Suppose I'm passing those. Takes no arguments. Suppose you're passing arguments is not taking. Why? If you pass only one arguments, By default arguments, it will assign the default value to the one. It's not taking like that. Where we done the mistake. Employee class. We created employee class and one function, init function, and we taken one self keyword will take, nothing will happen, any keyword you can take. Employee ID. Employee ID and name. Employee ID and name. Okay. I'm calling using self keyword. I want to print employee ID and name, and immediately I'm creating object for employee 1 and employee 2 and employee of those parameters I need to pass. Venkat is one employee and another one is another employee, 1 or 2. Ram is another employee. Like that, how many employees if you want you can able to take, no problem. No attributes. I think this version may updated or not having. We'll change the program in different way. We'll do. Then we can able to understand. Need of self also emp id equal to emp id, emp name equal to name. No arguments again. It is not taking. Wait a minute. Okay, here everything is correct. Emp id equal to emp id, name equal to name. I'm taking. Everything correct. Why it is taking, not taking those attributes? First we'll change the positions. Anything is fine, no problem, but positional arguments will change. It is not taking any arguments. Okay, I'll check and update you. Then we'll go for the next concept. I'll update you. Don't worry. The next class. But here we are having one of the option is we can able to count that number of objects of a class also. Okay, counting number of what are those? Number of objects in the class. One class having how many objects also we can able to take. Here I'm going to take one thing, same program. I'm changing to class student. Student class I'm going to take. Inside I'm going to take initial count is 0. That means how many objects having those objects are 0. I'm going to take one function is init function. I'm going to take any function name we can able to take, no problem. Init of we can able to take self, any keyword, not only self, any keyword. Here student dot count equal to student dot count plus 1. Okay, how many times this object is calling, those many times it is having the count plus 1. Okay, here s1 equal to 1 I'm creating. Like that I'm going to create number of one object I'm creating, and like that I'm going to create 3 4 5 2 3 number of. I'm going to create second one, third one, and fourth one. We need to print how many are those having. Print of and dot count. That means how many objects are having. It can able to count that one also possible in Python. 0 count equal to count plus 1. Initially count is 0 now. But final count it has to take now. Student, where you done the mistake. Student count equal to student count plus 1. Student count plus 1. Then s1 equal to s1 is 1, s2, s3, s4. 4 objects are having now. Then run. Only see 0. Why? Because we're not called those objects now. Okay, only objects were not called. Okay, the number of objects were not that means not used. Suppose we are using s1 dot some other, s2 dot some other, s3 dot some other, we are having, it will display all the count of those classes. Okay, not class. In a class, how many objects? Okay, how many objects are having, those you can able to. Okay, that is the thing you can able to understand. Next thing was non-parameterized constructor. That means there is no parameter. What will happen? If you're not having any parameter, then default values it will assign. If no parameters are having, it will take the default value. Suppose what is the default value of an integer? What is the default value of an integer? 0. That is we are having integer, then it will take default value is 0. Suppose the default value of string, it will take null. Okay, like that it will take a number of what are those types of data is available. For those all types of data it will assign. For all those types of data it will assign. Okay, you not include any constructor also, the compiler will create by default constructor. Okay, if you're not created any constructor, the compiler will create by, it will create the default constructor. Okay, so what are the functions we are having in the constructor means get attribute having, set attribute having, delete attribute having, hash attribute having. So functions in constructor. Okay, that is built-in functions. Built-in functions. What are those built-in functions? Number of we are having one by one. We will see get attribute. ATTR. Okay, get attribute is one function. For that one, what is the object name we need to mention? Okay, next one set attribute. Set attribute we are having. Next one delete attribute having. Delete attribute having. Next one hash attribute having. Hash attribute also having. That means hash code of that attribute will display. Hash code of that attribute will display. These are some of the default functions in having in a constructor. Okay, having in a constructor. Everyone got the point? Got the point? Okay. And the next we will see next concept is class and object. We are seeing inside the class object method. These will come. And the next one is I'll show you right now. Next concept is we need to discuss that abstraction, encapsulation, those we need to discuss now. Right now we'll discuss those. Next concept is inheritance in Python. Python inheritance. Python inheritance we will see. Python inheritance. I think we know what is meant by inheritance. Okay, general meaning we will see. Inheritance is an important aspect or concept in the object-oriented programming language. Okay, inheritance is the in object-oriented programming concept. Okay, one of the important concept in OOPS. Okay, what it will do? We need to know. Inheritance provides the code reusability. Inheritance provides code reusability. Main purpose OOPS concept is the code reusability, but each and every one is taking in different way of code reusability. Okay, different way of code reusability. Okay, provides code code reusability to program the program because we can use the existing class to create a new class instead of creating from scratch means starting. That we need to know a program because we can use existing class to create a new class instead of creating from scratch. Okay, no need to create from starting. We can use the same concept and we can able to create directly. That means already mobile is having. No need to start write the code from each and every part working. Okay, each and every part code working is already available. Whatever the new option, if you want to add, we need to write the code for that one only. That's why they are going to introduce number of phones with different options every day. Why? Because for existing one, no need to write the code. For the new one only, they are writing the code now. That's why no problem. But testing is going to happen every day. Okay, testing is going to happen every day. That is no problem. Testing is going to happen every day. Okay, that we need to understand. Next one is how it will be, sir. Okay, how we can able to, what is the definition of that one? Those we'll discuss right now. In inheritance, the child class acquires acquires the properties. Okay, properties and can access which one? All the data members. That means variables, data members, and functions in the parent class. What are the properties? What are the data members? What are the functions having in the parent class? Those all can acquired by the child class. That means a child class can also provide its specific implementation. It's a specific implementation to the functions to the functions of the parent class. That means just now I said na, what are the properties that mobile already having? For that mobile having all the options, but we are trying to add another. Okay, okay, okay. Got the point? Those new properties can able to add. That means parent things are having and child having its own implementation. Chain having its own implementation. Okay, that child class, parent class you can able to call, or main class, derived class you can able to call. Okay, super class, subclass also we can able to call, no problem. Okay, derived class can be inherit the base class by just monitoring the base class in the things. Okay, base classing things. Okay, got the point, everyone? Everyone got the point? That is about inheritance. What is the syntax of that one, sir? Right now we'll see. Syntax of that one is class. We need to take classes na. Class. Which class name? Derived class name. That is a child class name. Okay. Child class name. But simple inside the bracket we need to pass the parent class. Base class name. Okay, main class name we need to mention and we need to write the code. Okay, okay, got the point? Okay, class code, whatever the class code, if you want to write, you can able to write. That means derived class name we need to write inside the base class name. Then base class properties will come into derived class. Base class things will come into derived class. Right now I'm going to write one program. Then you can understand. Here I'm going to take one class name is animal. But better you can able to take me only said na class name should be capital na. Yeah. Inside I am going to take one function was speak. Speak. Inside I'm going to use one keyword was self. Self, and I need to print that one animal speaking. This is the implementation of this function. Sorry, class. This function inside the which class? Animal class. I'm going to take a class that is a dog. That dog acquires the properties of animal. Animal. That is a base class. That is a base class. Here I'm going to take one function was bark. Dog is barking now. Bark. Self. Then we need to print dog barking. Dog barking. Okay. Here I need to create object for the which one? Whenever if you want to take all the properties of the all the properties, that means all the methods we need to access, we need to create the object for the child class. Child class d equal to dog. 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 So we need to call the which one? Dog. D dot. We can able to call the which one? Bark function, and we can able to call the speak function. Both functions you can able to call. Right now I'm going to run. Dog is barking, animal is speaking. Both things we can able to do. Both things we can able to do. Okay, both things we can able to do. That is the one of the thing you are having in Python. That is a simple. Which one? Simple. Which one? Implementation of inheritance. Simple implementation of inheritance. In Python, we can able to do multi-level inheritance. Python having a multi-level inheritance. We will see Python multi-level inheritance. What will happen in multi-level inheritance? Multi-level inheritance possible in Python. Just now we said na, like other object-oriented programming language. In other object-oriented programming language also available. Multi-level inheritance is achieved when a derived class inherit another derived class. There is no limit of number of levels up to which you are having. Okay, that is the thing we need to know. That is the thing I'm going to take. Multi-level inheritance. Multi-level inheritance is achieved. Don't talk. Achieved when a derived class okay, got the point. Derived class inherit another derived class. When a derived class inherits another derived class, another derived class. Okay. Okay. Another derived class. That is the thing we need to understand. There is no limit. Sir, how many you can? There is no limit. There is no limit on the number of levels up to which your wish, up to which the multi-level inheritance achieved in Python is your wish. Okay, that is the thing we need to know. So we'll see one example for multi-level inheritance. In the same program we'll take animal class, dog class we have taken, and one more class we will take. One more class we will take. That is class child dog. Class child dog we are having. Inside that child dog, we are acquiring the properties of dog. Properties of dog. Okay, here we are going to take def. We are taking eat function. Eat function. We are taking one eat function. Then print eating bread. Anything eat. Okay, dog is eating bread. Okay, print is bread. Dog is eating bread. So here right now how we can able to create object, for which one we need to create the object. Child dog we need to create the object. Child dog we need to create the object. Okay, so here we can able to bark, we can able to call the speak, as well as we can able to call the which one, eat also. We can able to call the eat also. That means one class, another class, another class. Okay, then we can able to run. Dog is barking, animal is speaking, dog is eating bread. Okay, these are the number of things we can able to do. Okay, number of things, that is multi-level inheritance also. It's not only in other programming language, how here also possible. Okay, got the thing up to now today, having any doubts? Okay, this one, what are the programs we will see tomorrow? Up to now, having any doubts? I'm already shared today. For today concept also, I will share it to ma'am. Okay, once I'll inform to madam also. Madam will share all the materials. Okay, what are the things we are discussed today? We'll check it once. Here we are seeing that what is the difference between object oriented and procedure oriented. Object oriented used for the problem solving and computation, okay, done by the objects, and but procedure is doing the step by step. It will take much more time, and by using object oriented development will take very less time and easy, but it will take much more lengthy code, take much more time also. By using object oriented programming, you can able to solve the real world problems easily by using the OPPS concept, but it's not able to simulate the real world entity, and it provides the data hiding. Abstraction is having now. By that one we can able to provide, but there is no proper way to hide the data, no security. Examples for object oriented are C++, Java, .NET, and for procedure oriented we are having C, Fortran, Pascal. Okay, those are. And what is a class and object means, we can able to say number of ways. What is class? Class is a blueprint or prototype. Okay, like that we can able to define. And object means instance of a class. Okay, instance of a class you can able to say. In other way, building. Okay, class is a building means inside the things we can able to say like that. And next we have discussed one thing is naming conventions. How many you are having? 5 things are having. If you are having more also, we can define, no problem. How to write the package, how to write the class name, how to write the variable name, how to write the method name, how to write the constant name. These are discussed. And how to create a class in Python by using the keyword class and class name, how we can able to know, and we know. And how to create an object, that is also we can see. And we can also delete the object also possible in Python. And next, in every programming language having constructor concept, in our Python also having the constructor concept. Nothing is there. Constructor is a special type of function or method which is used to initialize the instance of the class, that is objects. So you can able to, whenever I created the object, by default constructor will create. Okay, default constructor will create. How many types of constructor we are having? Two types of constructors we are having. What are those? Parameterized constructor, non-parameterized constructor. Okay, parameterized constructor means we can able to pass how many values, parameters. But default or non-parameterized means there is no default constructor. There is no parameters in the default constructor. That means we can able to pass what are the parameters we want, and we can able to know count of how many objects available in a class. That we can also we can do. And non-parameters, we can not, no parameters are having, that is the non-parameterized. And next, some of the built-in functions having in the constructor, that is get attribute, set attribute, delete attribute, hash value of the attribute. And just now I discussed the inheritance. What is meant by inheritance? Simple. This is also one of the important concept in the object-oriented programming language. By using the object-oriented programming language, we can able to write the code very easily. That means reusability of the code. Once you are implemented, the same code you can able to use for multiple times, multiple places. Suppose this one is not having, we need to create from the starting onwards every application. So what is meant by inheritance means one class properties we can able to acquire in the another class. And not only that one, we can able to add our own functionality in our class also, in our own functionality in our class also. That is also we can able to. Okay, that is the thing we can. Next one, it is the way of syntax. Derived class name you can able to call parent class, child class, derived class, base class, main class, subclass. Anything you can able to call, nothing will happen. Like that, normal inheritance you are seen one class with another class. But multi-level inheritance also possible in Python. Those are, what are those multi-level? One class is acquiring the properties of already derived class. Okay, one derived class inherit the another derived class. That is the multi-level inheritance. So like that, how many you can able to take means, there is no limit how many are having. You can able to use all those. You can able to use all those. This is the thing we need to understand. Okay, everyone got the point? Got the point, everyone? These are the things we are discussed. Tomorrow we are having multi-level inheritance, multiple inheritance. Just now we are seeing na? Yes or no? Multi-level inheritance also having. That one we will see in tomorrow class. Okay? Up to now having any doubts you can. I'll share those material once you can refer. Then you can having any doubts tomorrow we'll discuss. Okay?
Sir, actually, I have one doubt, sir.
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, actually, we can use functions also, no, sir, in case of inheritance. Means by using functions also, we can
Yes,
reuse the code, no,
that
sir.
means
So,
yes,
what is the
yes.
difference?
Function means only how many functions, those all functions are available in a class only, na? At a time, so many functions if you want to use, just inherit the class. Okay. Then you can able to use which function you want. Yes or no? We can suppose one class function directly we can able to use in another class. There is no possibility. In the same class, how many times if you want, you can able to use. But we are unable to use same class, unable to use one class function in another class. How we can able to use? By using the inheritance concept only we can use. Got the point? Here only we will see the example. I'm closer that one. Oh, no problem. I'll open the code. We can able to see. Desktop 7 to 9. Here we have written the program. Where is that? Today we are given what is the program name? Class program, I think so. Open with ideally I'm going to open. Open desktop 7 to 9 class program. Here we are having three classes now. Speak, sorry, animal, dog, child dog. Here I want to access this animal implementation. That is a speak function I want to use in a child dog. At the time, how I can able to use? I'm unable to use directly. When I'm having inheritance only, I can able to use. Okay. In the same class directly here, I'm creating object means no problem. Got the point? Who is asking?
Yes, sir, I got it. But
That
in
is the
object-oriented program, if we want to use another method, then we have to use inheritance.
yes. One
Because
class, properties, data members, functions, all you can able to use in another class. Only functions you can able to use in the same class. That function you can able to use a number of times. Okay.
yes, sir, understood. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Simple number of cars are having na. In the same model car also having different models. That is look and feel only will different. Is everybody saying now for we are having bikes Apache. In that one, everybody saying gear system is one is back, one is front, remaining four is back. That is the thing. In every Apache, that means Apache models are same. Like immediately they are used the same thing in Bullet, Royal Enfield also, same thing in sports bikes also. Yes or no? The class they're implemented for 5 gears, that same 5 gears whenever you want you can able to use. But extra implementation also we can able to. But some of the bikes with fourth gear you can go 40 speed only. Some of the bikes 40 fourth gear you can go for 50, 60 also. Yes or no? Some of the members are saying if you want to use the fifth gear in a sports bike, at least we need to go 80. Yes or no? But 5 gear system is common in every bike, but the extra implementation they are adding is speed limit. Okay. That is the thing we need to understand. Anyone having any doubts? Okay. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.